All right. I'm going to make a baked Alaska. Like I recorded this and I didn't have the audio, so now I'm doing a voiceover. All right. A baked Alaska, I thought it was like some kind of like fish or something. It's not. So what you need for this to begin with is a bowl and some ice cream. I've got fish food, which is my wife's favorite, Breyer's vanilla, and Breyer's chocolate. She likes Breyer's. So that pan right there is going to be a cake bottom. And the bowl, I've lined it with plastic, like saran wrap, because that ice cream is hard as shit to get out if you don't have it, have that plastic in there. Don't lose your plastic into the bottom. It'll be a hassle. So I pretty much jacked this whole thing up. You'll see at the end, but it was worth a shot. Let's see what I'm doing right now. Playing with my hands, throwing around, talking with my hands. So that's the fish food, Ben and Jerry's. You're gonna use that whole little pint and scoop that out, mush it around at the bottom, make it flat, and then you put that damn thing in the freezer for 2 hours. Once we get all this mushed in there. Good job, James. You're doing great. Um, so before your 2 hours is up between layers, you're going to want to take the next layer of ice cream out and let it set out for a little bit before your 2 hours is up, so it'll soften up a little bit and makes it easier to mush and slide around them. It's a thing. There. So now we're on the second layer. It's going to be vanilla, pretty bland. There's my kid picking a wedgie, walking by, sneaking some food out of the pantry, I'm sure. So we get this vanilla mushed down. I'm doing so good at this. And I'm scooping. I'm really good at scooping. I'm good at mashing. I still got the plastic up there. What am I doing now? Oh, I'm going to show you that I'm going to bake the cake. You can buy the cake bottom. I'm going to bake it, and I'm going to mess this up. So I have to cook a cake twice because I forgot to grease my pan. So grease your pans. Yeah, there's the cake. It's not crooked. It's just sitting on a damn paper plate and makes it look crooked. I already went ahead and got the saran wrap ready that I'm going to need next because it's a pain in the ass to get that saran wrap off, and I didn't want to fumble around on camera trying to mess with that bullshit. So here we go. We got chocolate. We're going to smash it all the way down. Look at him. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, we smush, smush, smush. Spread it out. That's going to be the last layer. And before that goes into the freezer. Oh, you see how I changed shirts? Yeah, I got that cake mix all over my shirt. And it was a black shirt. So now I'm wearing my Hud Strickland shirt. Okay, so the cake. We're going to put that sumbitch on there and mush it, mush it, mush it. And then that's when the saran wrap's going to come on. We're going to put the saran wrap on and hold it to the ice cream. Yeah, I'm not much of a baker. I'm not much of a cooker. I usually just grill. So, yeah, just a heads up. So, as that is getting mushed down by me, I'm killing it. I'm going to put this in the freezer overnight and let it sit. And now it's the next day. Time travel. All right, so you're going to need 12 dozen eggs. We're going to make the meringue now. Is it meringue? Meringue? I think meringue is a dance that Ricky Ricardo used to do. Pat Swayze probably did it in Dirty Dancing too. All right, that thing I was trying to crack that egg on was soft as shit. It wouldn't work, so I got another one, another harder one. You don't want yolk. You just want a dozen egg whites. And I am really good at this, as you can see, years of practice. Yep, drop the yolk. All right, we'll fish that out. Yep, just use your hands, James. That's how you do it. Drop some shell in there too, bud. I want to scoop that out. Keep the trash can close. And just do that 12 more times. So you got that, and then you pour in, I think it's 2 1/4, 2 1/4 cup of sugar. And you whisk that. So this is setting in a pot that has water in it, and it's like secondary heat. So the pot is under this bowl, and the bowl's just sitting in the pot on top of water that's boiling. You whisk this around, hand whisk it at first, and it's chunky at first, and it'll slide around the bowl or the pan, pot, whatever. All right, you got your thermometer in there. It's got to get to 160. What was that? Did it just jump back and forth? Anyway, it's got to get to 160 so you can drink a beer, eat a beer. Preheat the oven to 465. That flashed by real quick. At this point, you're preheating the oven, you're mixing your stuff, and you see that it's supposed to be pointy, but it's real runny. And I didn't come up with the ingredients, so my meringue is runny. I'm opening this packet of whatever, it's some kind of cake piping that I got at Walmart, and I'm not even going to need it because this stuff is too runny, so it's not going to do what I wanted it to do anyway. I spread the meringue on. Once you get the meringue spread, you pop it in the oven for 5 minutes at 465, and you'll pull that bad boy out, and hopefully it'll have browned a little bit. But yeah, this meringue is way too runny. I don't know what I did wrong. Couldn't tell you. But anyway, this part's boring. I put meringue all around this thing. Also, you need a torch. Don't get your shirt in it. Don't get your shirt in it. Back up. Suck your gut in. You need a torch, and I got a torch, but it didn't have any butane in it. They don't sell them with butane, apparently, at Walmart. I don't know. So here's my wife. She's going to try to light rum with a regular lighter and then pour it on there. A plastic cup, by the way. It's not a good idea. It won't light because it's a regular lighter. So she's gonna pour the rum on top of the cake and then light it on fire eventually. There we go. And that is the disaster of what I made. The chili turned out good, though.